Hello guys and welcome to the second part of the video where Tim will be helping me improve the results of my strategy. So hit the subscribe button and let's get started.
Okay, it's validating strategy. Okay, let's see. It has already edited. It compiled in the first try. Now we hide this one. And we have no trades. That's not a surprise. Now, first, if you have no trades, most of the time you're not going to have trades. You go first here. You go to properties. TradingView has changed this. You put margin to 0 here, and you increase the account size. And now we have this. Now we should actually have trades. We don't. That's very strange. Oh, we actually have trades.
Yeah.
But no visualizations, which I don't like. I guess. Wait, now I go in the backtesting mode. I want to see something. It didn't add the position visualizations. But this looks good. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell it. Or maybe it's a setting. Show position boxes. Oh, I know why. Yeah, or I believe I know why. Because here you see max boxes on the chart. The problem is we have probably these boxes somewhere here, but we want to have them now. And I don't want to go back too much. Yeah, so I'm just going to change it to, you see, there's way too many trades. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to change this. Yeah, I just said instead of showing the first 50 position visualization boxes, show the most recent 30 because you want to see now, not in the past. And sometimes this stuff, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter for performance, but it makes me so angry. I want it to be perfect, so I need these boxes.
I can understand that.
And we're almost there. The logic looks correct so far, but still.
Yeah, the trades are logically correct. They should, the entry should be where it is basically.
And sometimes it makes a mistake, and then no matter what you explain, it's not going to get it right. So it's sometimes better to add, oh, it's profitable. Did you see this?
Yeah.
And it has already compiled. And boom, we have it. I don't know what the hell is this drawing here. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this in my entire life.
Right.
What is this?
3 to 4 profitable trades right here. Right.
Oh my God. And obviously here when it hits the stop loss, it's small. But damn, look the performance.
It's been good.
Now we can adjust the settings. For example, you said here until 0,
30, yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Performs less. What if we have it until... What was it before?
I think it was 15:30.
Oh, that's true. Wow, the time has a big impact.
Yeah.
See,
I think it's because of
big.
the sessions, right? Because during the entire day we have London session and New York session open. I think we should take this to 22:30 because that is where most of the liquidity has been already been done by New York session.
Yeah, but I mean, you see that it
20,
performs well.
22, let's try 22:30.
See,
Okay,
performance is worse. You get much better equity
yeah,
curve here. You have probably less trades. Here we have 600, no, 1,947. Now, obviously, the shorter the time period here, the less trades we're going to have.
yeah,
Much less. So the total return is higher if you let it run longer. Anyways, this is something we will have to
right,
do with an optimization. Honestly, I've
all right.
built so many strategies. I've never seen this here. I don't know what this is.
I think it's just
Well,
following the it's just the line chart of the candles, I guess,
oh
given in
yeah,
the trade.
possible. Anyways, now we can check the stop loss.
Right. So the stop loss is
So,
correctly placed. Like every single trade, the stop loss is correctly placed where I would place it when entering the trade.
oh, but you see, I found one issue here.
Yeah.
The stop loss is correct, but you
Yeah.
see the exit is not correct.
Oh,
Now, if I extend the session, you will most likely see that the trade gets closed here. It closes trades because the session, still not. Oh no, it's a 1 hour candle, obviously. In the next one.
I think it's taking only 1:1. I think the arrow is somewhere around just exactly the size of the stop loss. So I think it is taking 1:1 risk reward ratio.
No, it's taking a 2. The problem is somewhere else. Does this always happen?
It took the
Ah,
exit like
problem.
just yeah.
Yeah, there's another issue. So this is a little hard.
Yeah, see
It
in
might.
the previous trade as well, it's taking 1:1, but in the trade on the right side, it's gone full TP, like almost till full TP. But yeah,
No, but I don't think
yeah,
it's because of risk reward ratio. It is based on something else.
okay,
Because we have a short exit here and then we have a long. Why does it get closed here? In this case, this is very annoying. We can try one normal prompt, just trying to explain it. And if not, we have to add debug labels, which is it's very annoying, but has to be done. Okay, I just tried to explain it. Okay, I just told it to make sure that trades only get close to it SL or TP, and if we get an opposite signal that it doesn't close the current position and opens a new one.
all
I
right,
guess this happens sometimes here. And then obviously you're going to get a mess like here when you are in a range. Wait, I saw this here. You see, you have too many.
yeah, too many trades. I think we can also add like maximum 2 trades per day. We can also add that.
Yeah, we can also do this. Okay, we have, it looks okay, but it's not perfect. The trade actually gets closed here. What I mean,
Yeah,
the way TradingView works, this is not going to happen anyways because TradingView recalculates when the new candle opens. So, let me see. It should close here.
right.
We can now, for testing, we use an ATR-based stop loss.
Yeah, ATR based stop loss gives a bigger that we can. Yeah, we can go ATR. Just keep the ATR 1:2. Let's see 1.2. Yeah, that gives us decent enough range.
Okay, you see the promise with the structure-based stop loss, it miscalculates it. And I know what these lines are. It's the stop loss calculation somehow.
Okay.
And you don't need to be a coder, but we can see here in the code, when you go to plot, SL and TP lines. Here, it plots this.
Right.
We can remove this. I want to remove it. Yeah, I just told it that I found that when we now first to remove, I mean, you could just remove this by just deleting this part of the code. But still, I told it to remove these lines here. But these lines basically show that when we use this structure-based stop loss, that the stop loss is correct here, but the take profit is not correct because I believe it recalculates it
With every candle, I
so,
guess.
yeah, it just makes no sense. Sometimes these issues are a little hard to fix. With ATR-based stop loss, it's much easier. And now we can obviously have a look at the performance here. If you use an ATR-based stop loss, we see the bigger the ATR or how this affects the performance. For most strategies, just how the market works, you're going to have the highest. No, not in this case.
1:2.
Yes,
I think the
actually.
risk reward ratio is 1:2. It should be 1:2, no?
Usually, yeah, but the way the market works is that with all technical strategies, doesn't really matter the strategy. With a lower risk reward ratio, you're just going to have just a much higher probability, overall, and a better equity curve for the most part. But I'm sure you can get more out of the strategy by being more selective.
Right.
For example, you can obviously have a bigger risk reward ratio while having a high hit rate when you are selective with the trading times or add maybe an additional confluence. You can also say if a trade does not get closed within, I don't know how many candles, just exit the trade.
I think
It's also
within the
possible.
time frame, we can say that by the end of the day, if the trade doesn't close, we can just close it whenever it is. So that we make sure that we're not carrying forward any trades.
Okay. Yeah, this would be the last prompt then, but it has now made another version. Let's see if it compiles. Yeah, it did compile. But now it removed the visualization. So in this case, we would have to. Now it made a mistake, you see here.
Yeah.
It made an error it made before. So I would just delete this version. That's just the reality of how it is. Because now, if you're here in the chat, the context is too long now, and it's going to skip some stuff and make mistakes. And instead of going crazy, just go here, start a new chat, and just paste the whole code. And here it says pasted, and now you can explain what you want. For example, please add a function to close all positions once the session ends, and add another function. No, another user input. It's going to take a little longer because now it has to build the context again. Yeah, sometimes a little slow, but you can speed it up in the video.
Yeah, I'll just cut this part, the loading part.
Hmm. I don't know why it's so slow right now.
That's okay. I think this strategy has been it has been causing a few troubles whenever I've tested this.
And obviously we have quite a lot of options now already
Yeah.
with the settings and stuff. You see now it has found actually some errors here. It's the first time. It will fix them now, hopefully. Ooh. Man, last week I could one-shot everything. It was so fast. I don't know why it's so slow. Maybe too many people are using it right now. That's possible. Let's see if it compiles this time.
Right.
Yeah, looks good. I think. Yeah, I mean, it added it to the chart. And now let's check if this works with the session end close. We have session end. Yeah. So if we put it on, put it later. Yeah, now it works. Session end
Right.
close. And
20. Let's try 20.
yeah, now it works.
All right.
And the performance is worse. So now obviously we have to find the best possible settings. But we can do this in another video.
Yeah.
Or you can do this in another video. And actually default performance was the best. Oh. The count size is not big enough, probably. Or the margin is too high. That's always, when you don't get trades, it's always here the margin is wrong. Anyways, all the options work and we have coded the logic correctly. It
All right.
took a few attempts. But I mean, imagine this. When you're trying to trade a strategy manually, you're going to sit in front of the chart all day, or you're going to, especially with a strategy like this, every hour you need to check all the candles.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you only trade gold, but you have to check every hour. And over time, you're going to spend a lot of time in front of the chart. Whereas when you automate this, you're going to spend 1 or 2 hours to build it, maybe a little more to optimize it, but then it's done. You know, you don't have
Yeah.
to check every day. That's the whole point.
Exactly. I think this works best if you don't want to look at the charts the entire day, and if you have a strategy that can be, just coded in such a way that you can just run it on your prop firm or on your broker account.
Absolutely.
Okay, can we try? What happens if we just remove the session thing?
Yeah, it has the best performance. Now, a quick cosmetic here. I don't want to plot these lines here. Let's see if it still compiles. Yeah, it compiles.
And,
Now we don't have the...
right. We had in the previous setting, we had somewhere around 200% return because this shows from 2022 to till date.
So the first setting probably had more trades per day. Because we had around 1,000 trades. We
I
had
think the can you check the properties? The margin percentage is 0. Yeah,
it's
it's
all
0.
on 0.
Perfect.
Obviously, I had a different account size probably.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
now it's
you're gonna have more drawdown.
okay.
What I don't like is here, that's another error, but that's easy to fix. You see, the problem is now we say once the day ends, close the position.
Yeah.
The problem with this is that if we disable the session filter, then this function, this
It
close at the end of
doesn't
the day.
work. Right.
Exactly.
We need the session filter. Yeah.
Boom. Just need to find better settings. So I'm going to send you the code
All
and
right.
then have fun playing with this. Going to send it. And yeah, that's it from my side. So yeah, to summarize, we have now coded the entire strategy. The logic is correct. Everything works. TP, SL placement, the whole logic, the session filters and everything.
Right.
Of course, it took a while. We had a few revisions, but it's normal. It's definitely worth investing some time. And now, obviously, it's all about finding the best possible settings. This is now up to you. I'm going to send you the code, and you can optimize the strategy. And I'm excited for the optimized results.
All right. So we did see the trades were exactly correct. The trades were exactly plotted as the strategy asked the bot to, and I think I just need to optimize the percentage of risk that was involved in each and every single trade. Because the strategy is profitable. We saw that we had a good amount of profit since I think 2022, since the backtest started. So I think strategy is profitable, and I'll just have a few tweaks in the percentage risk, and that should be enough. All right. So thank you so much, Tim. Thank you for this help. I will update you with the new results.
Sure, man. I'm very excited.
All right.
So this was it, guys. Now you know exactly how to get your trading strategy idea into the RoboQuant chatbot and turn it into something with structure and proper rules. And in the next few videos, I have a podcast waiting for you where I will be discussing the topics like future of AI, algorithmic trading, and RoboQuant 2.0 with the co-founder of RoboQuant himself, Mr. Tim Hutter. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.